Hiya and welcome to All Things Photography. Now today I'm going to be showing you a new point of view camera, a new POV camera that's just come out, and it's called the Y21, and this is it here. Now you can see it's very similar to the GoPro HD Hero 2 or the HD Hero series, and I've just had this sent through the post, and my first impressions were quite good. In fact, they were very good, and there's a few reasons for that. Now, I'm a big fan of GoPro, big fan of their cameras. I've used them on lots of things. I've used them on cars, at high speeds. We've used them on helmets, on bikes, underwater, all that kind of thing. And this camera really is no different in what it can do, i.e. it will shoot HD video, photos, time lapse, pretty much the same sort of things that the GoPro Hero HD 2 will do. But it's also got some added extras that come with it. Now, it works out about the same price as a HD Hero 2, but unlike the HD Hero 2, you automatically get an LCD screen at the back. If I just turn this on, you automatically get a screen at the back, which you can obviously line up your shots with, see immediate playback, you can watch playback, do all the things you can normally do with a digital camera, which I think is excellent. It's a great feature to have straight out of the box, but what you also get, I haven't got it here, it's in the box inside, is a spare battery or a battery pack to go on the back. Now when you take this off, it's pretty much the same as a GoPro. Just push this in, pull it off, and it comes off, and you can have it without the attachment on the back. But you can also put an additional power pack on the back as well, which comes with the camera. So you get the basic camera, the extra power pack, the extra battery, and you get the LCD screen thrown in for the same price as you would with the GoPro Hero HD 2. Now, everything's blowing away, excuse me for a sec. So as I said, with the HD Hero 2 you get the polycarbonate case, which is the underwater version, down to about 60 metres, and you get the basic camera without any additional backpacks. But with this, like I said, you get the camera, all the LCD screens, you get the... Now this is another important thing. Currently with the GoPro Hero HD 2, you only get the standard polycarbonate case with the rounded lens cover at the front. On here I've actually bought a third party, let's make sure this doesn't blow away again. I've got a third party flat screen port housing, which is much better for underwater. Now interestingly, and I'm going to test it today, with the Y21 camera you get the same polycarbonate housing, very similar, but you also get a flat port housing on the front, so that's going to make a big difference underwater, and I'm going to test them both underwater today. I already know that the standard GoPro housing with the rounded ports doesn't work very well underwater. It's very blurry, so I'm going to test it against this one just to make sure that they're both very sharp underwater. Now, other interesting things with this are you get a HDMI cable out, so you can do it straight from your HDMI cable, mini HDMI, through to your TV. So this camera will take the micro SD card, that's the very small ones that you use in your phone, and I think they go up to around 64 gigabytes, so tons of space in there for that. You've got the standard AVI out and audio in, so again, like the GoPro Hero HD 2, you can put audio microphones in, similar to the lavalier mic I've got on here, or just an external standard mic. Like I said, you've got the HDMI cable out, a mini USB cable for charging, etc. Now, it's a brilliant camera all round. I've tested the quality very quickly already and I was pretty impressed, so I'm now going to compare it with the GoPro. But a couple of niggly points. In fact, before I do that, there's another good point with this. On the back of the LCD screen you've got a digital zoom. You can zoom the camera in and out, so you can zoom in on your subject, unlike again the other GoPro Hero cameras. So you can actually use the digital zoom with this, and I haven't tested it fully yet, but it looks pretty good. But also you can zoom in on photos and things. Now, one thing I'm not too happy with this is, when it's in the casing, you can't switch the camera on and off like you can with the GoPro. It's actually got a switch on the top, slide it across for on. So you have to turn the camera on, lock it into the casing, and then just keep filming. Now, once it's in the casing, again, you get supplied a remote control with the camera. So once it's in the casing, you can switch it on, off, take photos or shoot video with this. And it's got a very strong grip. So once it's on, it's pretty hard to come off. That's a standard kind of grip there. Now, again, that comes free with the camera. With the GoPro, you have to buy these as additional extras, so bear that in mind. You also get lots of little handy accessories. Now, the one thing to note is the connections and grips are very, very similar to the GoPro. Now I've got the casing here for the Y21 on a GoPro mount, on a GoPro car mount. So all the connections handily are exactly the same, but they seem to be made, dare I say it, slightly better. You've got various safety aspects to a lot of these. Now you'll see photos of these on the site, but you get all the standard ones for your helmet mount, for various other mounts that you can stick on curved surfaces or flat surfaces, surfboards. You get all the necessary cables. You also get this handy one, so when the camera's out of its case, you actually get one of these kind of handy little things here where you can just slot the actual camera in without the casing and then lock it down onto a tripod, so it gives it that extra bit of stability. Now, one other thing which I found brilliant, don't know if you can see it on here, the way the bottom of the camera actually connects is through a standard tripod mount. So on the polycarbonate casing there, rather than having to have some accessories to put on the bottom and then buy the separate mount for the tripod, the bottom of the camera has already got the screw in it, the standard the screw for your normal tripod. So everything out of the box is ready to go. You don't need to buy any additional accessories to have a load of fun with this kit. So you can see here the camera's all ready to go. Again, it's got sound input without microphone. It's got standard microphone in. It's got speakers on here, so when you're playing back you can hear the sound. They're very similar. There's pros and cons to each. Like I said, one of the cons with this is once it's switched on and in the case, you have to use the remote control to turn it off, and to switch the whole camera off, including the LCD, you have to open the case and turn the whole thing off. So that's one downside to it, but there's a lot of plus sides to this, and you'll see in the write-up below the video, if you're on our page, all the things that, we'll compare the two cameras and you can see all the differences there. But first impressions, I think this is fantastic. Now what we're going to do today, I'm going to drive around with both cameras facing forward. That's the GoPro HD Hero 2 and the Y21, both cameras facing forward for a while. Then I'm going to switch both cameras around to see how well it films inside, because we've got we'll test the dark, see if there's any grain as it's filming into a darkish car. And then we're going to take it underwater. We're going to put both cameras underwater in a local reserve. We're going to put them in a fish tank, and then I'm going to try some filming at 1080 30p and 720 60p just to see what they're like. Another thing to note on here is that you've also got, as well as the 1080p 30 frames a second or 25 frames a second, you've also got 1080i, which films at 60 frames a second but interlaced, but it gives a much smoother kind of look. So you've got that extra capability there, which the GoPro doesn't have. But like I said, we're going to compare the two and just check the footage out and see just how similar they are.